Obituaries brought to you by Curtis & Son Funeral Home in Sylacauga, the North Chapel on Highway 21, and in Childersburg on Highway 280, 256-245-4361. That's Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg. Funeral service for Mary Little, age 75, is today at 2 p.m. from Curtis & Son North. The Reverend James Beam will officiate burial in the Tallahatchie Cemetery. Ms. Little died August 26 at her residence. Visitation today from noon until 2 at the North Chapel. In lieu of flowers, donations can be made to a Methodist hospice or to the West Side Church of God. Online condolences at curtissonsonfh.com. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, directing funeral service for Nikki Ann Castleberry, age 38, of Sylacauga, will be Saturday at 2 p.m. from Midway Memory Gardens Funeral Home Chapel, with Brother Ben Johnson and the Reverend Jimmy Roberts officiating. Burial in the Holland Cemetery. Mrs. Castleberry died August 24th at Coosa Valley Medical Center. Midway Memory Gardens Funeral Home in Talladega, directing that service. She was a member of the Westview Baptist Church. Funeral service for Carlton Clifton Cowson Jr., age 31, is 2 o'clock Saturday at Terry's Metropolitan Mortuary. Reverend Johnny McKinney officiating. Interment in the Oak Hill Cemetery. Online condolences at terrysmortuary.com. Terry's Metropolitan Mortuary directing funeral service for Mr. Larry Mann, age 63, is Saturday at 1 p.m. from Community Funeral Home Chapel in Sylacauga, with burial in the Harpersville Memorial Cemetery. The station today 1 until 8 o'clock at the funeral home, Community Funeral Home, Sylacauga, directing funeral service for Master Ashton Gage Gaither of Alexander City will be today at 1 o'clock from the Chapel of Radley Funeral Home. Burial in the Lebanon Cemetery. The family receiving friends today noon until 12:45 at Radley Funeral Home. Master Gaither died Tuesday, August 25th at UAB in Birmingham. Radley Funeral Home directing. And funeral service for Mr. Huey Wade Patillo, age 45, of Alexander City, will be Saturday at 2 p.m. from the Chapel of Radley Funeral Home. Randy Anderson and the Reverend Rick Lavelle officiating. Burial in the Hillview Memorial Park. The family receiving friends tonight, 5 until 8 at the funeral home. Mr. Patillo died Wednesday, August 26 at Russell Medical Center. And Radley Funeral Home, Alexander City, directing. Funeral service for Mr. Howard Roger Sharp, age 77, is Sunday at 3 o'clock from the Chapel of Radley Funeral Home in Alexander City. Brother Ed Frantz officiating. Burial in the Hillview Memorial Park. The family receiving friends Saturday 4 until 6 at the funeral home. Mr. Sharp died Thursday, August 27th at his residence. He was a member of the Bay Pine Baptist Church. He owned and operated Sharp Masonry for 61 years. Radley Funeral Home, Alexander City, in charge of the arrangements. That's a look at obituaries this morning, brought to you by Curtis & Son Funeral Home, 256-245-4361, Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg.